You play the role of an angel pretty well, but I can say you came straight out of hell. Your knuckles are so bloody and you came to kill. Shake me down, lick me up, pin me down. Hands on my neck, hands, scrape my throat. Lift me up, let's take control. Heart is so cold, my Italian. Don't you know I fall for the bad times? Hands on my neck, hands, scrape my throat. Lift me up, let's take control.
Hello everyone, David here. Hope you guys are having a great day. The day has finally come. You saw me unboxing it, you saw the pictures on Instagram, and you see it here next to me. Today we review IGS Multicore VCA Multiband Compressor. Before digging into it, the specs, the front panel, the audio examples, I want to spend a couple of words on this machine. Why? For a couple of reasons mainly. The first, it's because multiband analog compressors are not something you can wing it. You gotta know what you're doing when you set them up, when you use them. Because by nature, they have so much control and so many options that of course you have many more chances than a wideband compressor to set it wrong and destroy your mix. Not just this one, all the analog multiband compressors. I'm saying this because unfortunately I've seen this unit misused so badly that I kind of feel bad, and in this video I want to give it justice because I am totally in love with this thing. It took me a couple of hours to love it, but it really took me something like 6-7 mixes because I've already used it for a project to really understand what's the best use for it, where I like it the best, and how much every little movement changes. Even just changing one click on the crossover, any of the two crossovers, changes completely the sound. And with one click, you're literally in front of two different versions of your mix. But you'll see that better in the audio examples. The other reason is because, you know, one of my biggest things when I get a new piece of gear is versatility, right? I like one-trick ponies, but I'm really big on versatility because, of course, you get more bang for the buck if you use a unit on multiple occasions, on multiple tracks. You can use it on many elements. And this compressor, while is marketed, so to speak, for two-bus and mastering, which 100% fits the bill, I found this unit to be amazing on literally everything, from acoustic guitars to vocals to synth to guitars to mix, because of how versatile it is. And the key is in its uniqueness. So think the ballpark of SSL VCA style design, multiband. So you have the punch, you have the energy, you have the grit. But the beauty of this unit is the box tone itself, although it's equipped with transformers, is not so obvious. So if you want, you can run it transparent in color, transparent in the action. But the excitement and the color, so to speak, comes with what you decide to do with it, how you set it. And when people read about this unit, you see classic VCA, 3 bands, you say, hey, I know the classic VCA, this is just 3 band, it's easy. It's not easy. But again, it's not just this, it's any multiband. This one in particular is so reactive and so punchy, and that any minimal adjustment is a big change. And I had this for a while, and like I said, I did several projects with it, and I never really used multiband compressors on my 2-bus. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you from now on, this is gonna be on my 2-bus all the time. It's probably gonna end up on the 2-bus a couple of times, but one thing for sure, I've been using it on every project, whether it was on vocals, on synth, or a stack of something. Because as you probably know, looking at my gear, I'm a big fan of VCA punchy compressors. I have more than I can use. And I don't want to say that this one takes it to another level because it sounds like a hype line, but it kind of does. It gives me possibilities that I didn't have before. Without further ado, let's take a look at the front panel, the specs, and let's hear how it sounds. The IGS Multicore Multiband gives you 3 bands of classic analog VCA compression. Each one of the 3 bands has all the standard controls that you can find in the classic VCA compressor: threshold, ratio, attack, release, and makeup gain. We have 3 independent analog gain reduction meter, and we have the mute-in bypass switch for each band. You can mute, bypass, or activate each band individually, which means you can solo 1 or 2 band in any combination, and you can also monitor very precisely what each band does. We have a dry-wet control knob. This one is stepped just like all the other knobs, so recalls are a breeze. a bypass button and a power button here on the front. The Multicore has transformer balanced input and outputs with UTM industry transformers. The signal path is made with through-hole technology as opposed to surface mount, and passive components are matched between channels to provide the best left-right correlation. Low noise, negligible crosstalk, and high headroom makes this one of the best multiband compressors on the market. Without further ado, let's hear it in action. All right, please bear with me if, at least at the beginning, I will talk a little bit in between audio examples, because I really want to do this unit justice and I want to showcase it at its best. I will start with what are now some of my favorite starting point settings for mix. Because how punchy the unit is and how energetic, the settings start more mellow than what I would do on a classic wideband VCA compressor, and yet you will hear the energy is to the roof already. I also have a camera close-up on the gain reduction because I want you to see that I'm actually pushing a little more than what I would do for the sake of the video, so you can hear the action. Ratio 2, attack at 30 and fast release for all bands, and then I adjusted the crossovers to 350 for the low band, AK for the top band, and I compensated for as much as I'm compressing. Let's go.
Got a lot of these nerds asking how he that sick shit is in English like his third language. Bastards, worms, maggots, what I'ma call these rappers, can't use the word faggot, cause they all hype on life. Bro, I'm a cross between DMX and Sean Price. I'm kinda godlike, the final boss type. Y'all silly trying to kill me, I already spawned twice. Got some bottom feeders, theater clowns. It's robbing season, I'ma beat them, fucking kneel them down. Make them cop a plea for freedom, leave them bleeding out. I'm Carlito, mob leader, Don Vito, Nino Brown. And I'm OG like Montana. I don't mean French or henna, more like Tony from Havana. Cause if they try to throw me in the handcuffs, I got my Codies with the handguns to puppet police if they act tough. Cause we got like 4 keys in the back of the OG. We roll deep, man, it go deep in the bang bus. We're so street like gold teeth and bandana, so please, y'all so weak, y'all like both knees on a grandma. And y'all be drip dropping in Gucci tops and Louboutins, new Balenciagas, Louboutins. I'm still rocking FUBU hoodies with some Puma socks like it's 92 and I'm popping locking on boulevards. Man, fuck 'em, Edgar Hoover cops. Fucking losers watch me write these bars in Google Docs. Then spot me copping Glocks and hopping out of Uber cars to pop so many Rugers off these goobers won't know who to call. And when they get blasted with the chrome, the blood splatters in the pattern like fucking antlers out the dome. I carry my city like I'm Atlas with the globe. And if these rappers didn't know I'm the fucking baddest, let them know. Let them know I'm the Leviathan. Let them know I don't admire them. Let them know the Messiah's back with the violence, and the lions are on the prowl, and we'll find them in the lion's den. The lion's den.
All right, let me stop right here for the first song because I think this is already a great example. That's why I picked it, to show you the punchiness of this unit. Regardless the fact that it's a multiband, not a multiband, this thing has so much energy, and it's that kind of energy that I really like. That's why, again, I have so many VCA's compressor. You saw me solo in the bands, and you can bypass and activate the bands when they are in solo. That's a great function, by the way. I hope you noticed, if you didn't, go back and re-listen, how it tightens that low end, and at the same time it gives us more punch. And it's something that a regular VCA compressor wideband will always kind of struggle. That's why we always put the HF filter on VCA compressor for the 2-bus. This one not only bypasses the problem, but it allows you to tailor that low end energy any way you want. And now I will move the controls, crossovers and gain to show you how powerful every move is.
Got a lot of these nerds asking how he that sick shit is in English like his third language. Bastards, worms, maggots, what I'ma call these rappers, can't use the word faggot, cause they all hype on life. Bro, I'm a cross between DMX and Sean Price. I'm kinda godlike, the final boss type. Y'all silly trying to kill me, I already spawned twice. Got some bottom feeders, theater clowns. It's robbing season, I'ma beat them, fucking kneel them down. Make them cop a plea for freedom, leave them bleeding out. I'm Carlito. OG like Montana. I don't mean French or henna, more like Tony from Havana. Cause if they try to throw me in the handcuffs, I got my codies with the handguns, the puppet police if they act tough. Cause we got like 4 keys in the back of the OG. We roll deep, man, it go deep in the bang bus. We so street like O'Teef and bandana. So please, y'all so weak, y'all like both knees on a grandma.
You hear that based on where I put the lower crossover and how much makeup gain I'm doing, whether or not I'm doing exactly how much I'm compressing, a little more or a little less, this changes the tone of the mix dramatically. Let me do that with the other bands as well.
I already spawned twice. Got some bottom feeders, theater clowns. It's robbing season, I'ma beat them, fucking kneel them down. Make them cop a plea for freedom, leave them bleeding out. I'm Carlito, mob leader, Don Vito, Nino Brown. And I'm OG like Montana. I don't mean French or henna, more like Tony from Havana. Cause if they try to throw me in the handcuffs, I got my codies with the handguns, the puppet police if they act tough. Cause we got like 4 keys in the back of the OG. We roll deep, man, it go deep in the bang bus. We so street like O'Teef and bandana. So please, y'all so weak, y'all like both knees on a grandma. And y'all be drip dropping in Gucci tops and Louboutins, new Balenciagas, Louboutins. I'm still rocking FUBU hoodies with some Puma socks like it's 92 and I'm popping locking on boulevards. Man, fuck 'em, Edgar Hoover cops. Fucking losers watch me write these bars in Google Docs. Then spot me copping Glocks and hopping out of Uber cars to pop so many Rugers off these goobers won't know who to call. And when they get blasted with the chrome, the blood splatters in the pattern like fucking antlers out the dome. I carry my city like I'm Atlas with the globe. And if these rappers didn't know I'm the fucking baddest, let them know. Let them know I'm the Leviathan. Let them know I don't admire them. Let them know the Messiah's back with the violence. And the lions are on the prowl and we'll find them in the lion's den. The lion's den.
Once again, completely different tone and a completely different style. You see that right now I put my attack faster and I'm compressing a lot more on the top end just to make you hear the action. This thing can be so freaking punchy and it's got so much energy. To me, this test already sold the unit. But let's change style and we're gonna play with it a little more.
Not the one, so don't you get attached. And where I am from, it's like we never had. So if I got a split, then I get the better half. And I just paint the picture, and I ain't never rap. Got my mind on my money, money on my mind. In these streets kinda funny, so I hang on to that line. And my wrist looking lolly, but girl, you can't get my time. Because time equal money, it's too easy to decide. I'm hungrier than ever, you can see it in my eyes. I'm hotter than the weather when it's beaming in July. But this shit make it better, bitch, I'm freezing in Dubai. I'm all about my cheddar, but no rats in my circle. Try to see the good, but the good got it worse. Ain't no sunshine on this side of town. You could get lost and never be found. Fuck it, I'm a rider till my fucking time's out. So I gotta make it, it's do or die now. And my soul is tainted, should've been on by now. Running out of patience, losing my mind now.
I still remember I was younger, my stomach growling from hunger. No food in the fridge, my mother grinding for supper. In my city where your future look gritty, the streets got potholes, compliments deceiving. They plotting cause they don't got those. Some days I couldn't cope, felt like my back could but I had hope to find a way and stay afloat. No assistance, now times is different. Marble counters all in my kitchen. It got real this year, combos hit different.
I'm literally falling in love with this unit as I tweak it for the video. The way he tightens the low end and the punch that he's giving me back in response is something that it's surprising me right now as I'm setting it up for you, and I've been using it, like I said, for several sessions. Usually with VCA, again, we put the HPF filter because it kind of chokes the low end. We don't have, of course, a way to compensate individually for each band. This band here, the bottom end, if I had only this, I would still get the unit. But the top end is also very interesting. This is also where I hear the subtle color of the transformers as we push into it. And I just absolutely love what it does. It can be a bit overwhelming, especially the makeup gain and the crossover. Of course, it changes the compression, but see these two controls and these three knobs as a really broad EQ. So you need to be kind of careful. And it can be overwhelming because you have so many options and each one seems to sound great, which it does really. But of course, like I said, this is not a unit that is a set and forget. Let's do another mix.
You make me feel like I am fun again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you.
You probably notice that at some point, and this is mostly due to where you place this particular crossover filter here, you could do one thing and the complete opposite. You could bring up the 250, 260 area, which become a little too woofy, and at the same time, depending on where you set this, you do the opposite. You clean up and you make it pretty at the top, deeper at the bottom. While in the previous example we got all the punch and the kick. For a song like this, you can run it so that the material stays in the curve and it's not bouncy, it's not too reactive. That's where a slower release come into play.
Of your hand
I'm kind of a little bit blown away, because while it's great to have time to work on it on actual sessions for clients and having real life experience, also testing it this way for you guys for the video, it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit because of how versatile and how many things it can do. I hope you notice one simple thing: how much energy inject on a song like this, on a rock song, which is like perfect VCA, right? Going from auto release to the faster release, which is what I usually prefer on a song like this. Just switching the release, you could hear band by band the energy increasing, and granted that also a little bit of level comes in with a faster release. That's why I compensated, backed off the makeup gain. But the tone of this thing, it's combination between clean VCA and the energy and punch that comes from the action of the compressor. I'm absolutely totally in love with this. Now, one last test for mixes, and then we go to a couple of single tracks. I'm gonna try the dry wet knob, which some people were asking about. So I'm gonna exaggerate the settings from the compression, and then I'm going to use the dry wet knob to blend them.
Let's go, heartbreak motel. There she's not there, you are the curse of bed. Let's go, heartbreak motel. There she's not there, you are heartbreak motel. Burn to the ground, had to do it now so you can come around. Heartbreak motel.
With the multiband, you would expect the dry wet knob to give some kind of artifacts, and you could hear the in and out, whether I was at 20-15% or a 55% like I was now. There's no such thing. Beautifully designed unit. Let's do a couple of single tracks. I mean, absolutely, this piano sounds absolutely massive. I hope the video translates well on YouTube, but there's something in the punch of this low band that is kind of crazy, to be honest, even on a single track like piano like this. Let's try to use it as a de-esser.
All I ever wanted was to stand my ground. Big words to confuse and spin your mind around. But every little step just takes me further down. I found my soul just waiting in the lost and found. Babe, it's nothing you did, so stop talking stupid. We gave it a
All right, let's focus on that bit so I can bypass and unbypass.
Babe, it's nothing you did, so stop talking stupid. We gave it a taste, now it's done. Babe, it's nothing you did, so stop talking stupid. We gave it a taste, now it's done. Babe, it's nothing you did, so stop talking stupid. We gave it a taste, now it's done. Babe, it's nothing you did, so stop talking stupid. We gave it a taste, now it's done.
That's pretty cool. I can't lie. And I am actually compressing a lot more than what I would. And also keep in mind, you see my crossover is at 10 and I'm still grabbing some vowels. This is because the filters are 6 dB per octave, so they're very gentle and they grab way lower than the corner frequency, okay? So this filter is probably gonna grab something like 2K even, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm gonna put this one all the way and I'm gonna try to compress the vocals as a whole.
All I ever wanted was to stand my ground. Big words to confuse and spin your mind around. But every little step just takes me further down. I found my soul just waiting in the lost and found. Babe, it's nothing you did, so stop talking stupid. We gave it a taste, now it's done. I'm out for self-healing, you ain't got that feeling. I am the one that I love. All I ever wanted was to stand my ground. Big words to confuse and spin your mind around. But every little step just takes me further down. I found my soul just waiting in the lost and found.
All right, again, on vocals, you gotta pay attention because remember, as the classic VCA, if you lower the ratio, the knee is gonna grab lower. So it's a really fine combination of all the controls, but you can hear how much control it can give you even on vocals. Let's grab something really dynamic.
Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, now you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, now you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through.
All right, check this out. Based on where I put the low crossover, listen to how the vocals either thickens or cleans up.
Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, now you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, now you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
This is what I'm talking about when I say how versatile this thing is. Same setting, didn't change anything, same ratio, same tax, same release. Just by changing the low crossover, you can hear the tone in the low mids of these vocals changing completely. And I picked probably one of the most dynamic performances here, so that also tells you how much he handles dynamic. Another great example on a pretty complicated instrument to compress, and you can do literally anything. You want to do transparent dynamic control, you want to enhance one of the bands, give it more zing while controlling the pick, you want to give it a little more thickness, you want to control the mid-range and push it. You saw me at some point pushing the mid-band to understand the voicing. This is just a freaking workhorse compressor. I totally love it. And this was the IGS Multicore VCA multiband compressor. This thing is not only a beast in versatility, but the amount of energy and excitement that it adds to the material. At this point, I want to say any material, it's kind of crazy. And it doesn't do it in a way of saturation or obvious color. It does it through the action of the compression, this push that it has. The way it controls and tightens the low end, and at the same time gives you the option of injecting weight back into it, which you couldn't do with that normal wideband VCA compressor. It's one of my favorite things. What can I say? I missed a multiband analog compressor here. I was not interested in something soft or completely transparent because, like I said at the beginning, I think plugins do transparent pretty well. And this was kind of a unique flavor for me because I'm a sucker for VCA punch, and I'm beyond happy with this thing. I wasn't planning, as you can see, I ran out of space again, but this is not going anywhere, so I guess it is what it is. I hope you guys liked the video. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you like the video, please don't forget to leave a like. The link to the IGS Multicore is gonna be in the info box down below, along with the other links, Bella's new single, website to book mix and mastering with me, all the other services, and for the mix and mastering courses. If you want to access the exclusive videos here on YouTube and supporting the channel, click the join button, become a MixBuzz TV member, get all the perks. And if the videos are helping you, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.